We Mind Podcast. Please go ahead and do so. Subscribe, like, share the buttons them. You know it's all free, nothing don't cost nothing. But you don't know we're going to be covering a lot of different topics that most people don't actually get to raise.
Anything sweet you? When so are your ass?
Baba dear. Mikechi. Mikechi.
As bloggers or vloggers or, you know what I mean, podcasts, interviews or discussions or, you know what I mean? So we're going to raise a lot of these things. And for most of you guys out there that don't know Killer P personally, now's the best time to get to know me if you tune into the podcast every Sunday, 7 p.m. So that's 7 p.m. every Sunday, Talk With Mine podcast. Tune in and don't be shy. You see me? You know something, good evening my peeps. You know my thing already, you know, sometimes technology don't always work the way that we want it to work, but chat, we there. Good evening. As you log in, you know the chop-ins already. You see one or two log in, may I wait for the rest of them for check in. I'm gonna play this before I go any further, you know.
I will never love no one.
Jack Wilson. Brand new single, No One Else. No One Else. Jack Wilson and the Fire Roots Band. Also taken from his forthcoming album, Inspirational Vibrations. Inspirational Vibrations. Jack Wilson. Available on all leading platforms. Search it, find it, love it. Jack Wilson, No One Else. Out now.
I beg you, if you haven't got your copy of that, go and check that online. Every digital platform is out there. My big brother Jack Wilson in the building, having a serious reasoning tonight, and it's been a long time. Like this is supposed to happen years, bro. Like I feel like it should have happened 10 years ago. This reasoning publicly, like levels. You're one of the. Let me just say this as an intro. You're one of the elders that I turn to when I want to have that kind of deep reasoning where I can't find that kind of reasoning with the elders that I'm amongst. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so every time we reason, you know, I always give you the flowers of, you know what I mean, my big brother, you know, you're always waking me up on some other stuff, so it was only right to have you on the platform and get my people them to get a bit of that flavour of where my big brother's coming from.
True.
And most people would look at you and think, yeah man, humble man, and you see me, and don't know says the great Jack Wilson in the building. Like, well, let me play a shot before me even go no further. I want to play a shot before we go no further, big brother. After, I got to, because them don't know. Yeah, I don't feel like them know.
Why? I shoot them no know.
Them don't know, you know.
I shoot them no know. Come on, Jack Wilson. Hey, chuck it on me. Why?
Nah, you know something, I have to go pull up because something did. Something out of sync there, so sorry. Apologies.
Why? I shoot them no know.
Shouts out to Angel, big up yourself. Divine.
Hey, chuck it on me. Why? Chuck it on me. How you mean? Why? Is it because I'm a disciplined child? Or is it because I'm not a running round wild? Because chuck it on me. Why?
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, my people? Just a quick and a cool reminder for those that is from the era. You understand that with respect, look, be a fire sign, big up yourself, Divine. I know you know the chops, you know what I mean? So Jack, my big brother Jack, manners and respect for passing through, because you know,
every time, brother.
The time means everything. Money means nothing. The time spent and the memories and
yes,
you know,
sir.
all of that is important.
Yeah, man.
So give them a little intro. What How long you been doing this thing, big bro? Musically first, I want to get past that part, because we can get into the reasoning, but
Yeah.
how long you been in the music game, big bro?
Well, professionally,
Yeah.
from 1979, I met my first chat with Castro Brown and the CB.
The great Castro Brown.
Yes, Castro Brown.
We got Castro Brown's family anywhere you're there. We got my family them. You don't know I want for.
Done a track with called Forward on Payaka. The musician in them days was Jackie Mitu on the keyboards, you know, Vin Garden. It was Horsemouth on drums.
Big up Horsemouth.
You know, and Chosen Few did all the harmonies. You know, so I had a good start, you know, come from a good foundation. Castro Brown, you know, in those days was the man who revolutionized a lot of things what was taking place in this country like for stage acts and shows. Because anybody would know Castro always putting on shows.
For sure.
Bringing the artists them from Jamaica and getting the artists from British artists as well to
collaborate. That's right.
And work, you know, and things like that, you know. And then after that, you know, then I went on to Black Slate. I toured with Black Slate. We toured all over the world. You know, it was a good experience. It was you know, because in those days, it's like you're going through your apprenticeship.
Yeah.
You know, because you're learning the ropes and, you know, how to. It's a discipline thing.
That's right.
Because you know, you have to get up, you have to time yourself, because it's not just music, it's your daily life too.
That's right.
You know, it's your daily life and things like that. And then, you know, we went on to do anything, and then after that, then I joined up with Youth Man Promotion with Sugar Minor, and then, you know,
what was that moment like?
Well, that moment was one of the greatest moments, because, you know, that's where I really get to meet, like, you know, to know, like, Alton Ellis and John Holt and,
greats.
You know, all the greats, you know, and, you know, Tyrone Taylor, you know, Philip Fraser, you know, all of the singers of those days, Barrington Levy, you know, all of them, because we were all, like, in one place, you know, in the ends in Hackney. Back in them days, we were all in Hackney, you know, Pembury Estate. You know, for those who know, they know Pembury Estate.
Great Pembury Estate.
Yes.
Yeah,
you know,
we got Rose Artillery anyway you're there.
Yeah, you know, so, you know, it was good times because we care about one another, and, you know, nobody never really want better than another person. And if they're better, then they want better you too.
As well. That was the vibe.
Yeah, that was the vibes in them time, you know.
True.
And then after that, after Sugar Man at them, like, I see there was a change in the music.
Yeah.
So I started to go and do some different things with my life, because even though you had the music in them days, they know, because I started from such a young age, I still needed to go. There was within myself, I knew I had to do some kind of something educational.
Yeah.
To get something behind me more than just music. So that time there was the right time to step out and make some changes in my life, you know.
That's right.
And things like that, and, you know, which then helped me, you know, to widen my eyes and things, you know, for open up my own business.
That's right.
You know, and study the thing, you know what I mean? Because it's not like who you being amongst. You can't be amongst all these people. What did I get out of it?
Thank you.
That's what did I do with everything?
Drop the gems, big brother.
So what I done now, I done that, and then in 1986 I done a track called 6th Street, Louisa Marks version 6th Street.
Yeah.
And that was with Jetstar Records on Jetstar Hits. It was gold. It went gold.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. So we did it. I just missed Top of the Pops. You know, back in that time.
No, hold on. Peeps, I hope you're, like, notebook time, you know, cause, yo, the man said, 6th Street, you know. 6th Street,
yeah,
yo.
man, 6th Street, man.
Why just down the road from me?
Yeah, man.
Everybody favorite.
Up-tempo label.
Yeah.
If you go on the up-tempo label, you know, but a lot of people know, because it's a popular song in them days, and
that's
right. You know, doing shows and PAs and stuff all over the place and stuff. But the main thing was that I was able to learn from my craft, from the greats.
Yes.
and then apply.
Yeah.
You know, for myself to learn something, you know, to do something.
Crazy.
You know, see, because if you know if the universe give you a gift.
That's right.
Because you see, all of we are God children, and if Father Christmas can't give the youth them Christmas present, then why can't God give his children presents?
That's right.
Can give you gifts and
That's
give you
right.
things. So
That's right.
So the only problem is not the gift, you know. The only gift we now use is the unity gift, the togetherness.
That's right.
Because we're more educated now than we were 20
Ever
years
before.
ago. You know, we got more information than we had 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not all of these things. It's like we have to know what we're picking out of all the information that we're hearing and know what it means for us.
That's true.
So we can then position ourselves better in the way that we can do things, because once you have life, all things are doable.
Everything's possible.
Yeah, man. Once you have health and strength and you have life,
Everything's possible from
man.
this.
Yeah, man, you can do it, man. See? So, but you can't, but you see, the thing about it now is like, I overstand, so that, well, for me, you know, I grew up like in the 60s and the 70s, and two different decades.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I've seen, so all the technology and everything where people see now, I see them thing in a long time.
In an analog form.
Yeah, man, long time. Because with them time there where I watch Captain Scarlet and all kind of different things where none of them don't even know about them thing there. Thunderbirds and all them thing there and all kind
Long
of program.
time. Beam me up, Scotty, and all them stuff.
Them have some car where I talk to people now, but car I talk long time, because them have a program called Night Rider, the car talk.
Long time.
Long time, car talk.
You got Michael Knight, anywhere you're there.
In the sea, yeah, in the sea.
Hasselhoff.
Yeah.
Anywhere you're there, Hasselhoff.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is that the only thing was not there, everything is there, but what's not there is the togetherness.
That's right.
Yeah, because it don't make no sense. You say, you know, say you're gonna stay in this country, and your children's gonna grow in this country, and you know where you got through in our life already. And we are the minority. We're not the majority in this country, a minority, but we can still, as a minority, make something.
Out of, yes, that's right.
We can make something.
Shout out Kit, shout out Titch, big up Sasha Robinson on the check-in, big up Divine, King Lacey, you know the choppings already, Angel, you know the choppings already. My sister, big up yourself in a back, you don't know the chop. And big up my brother, Canai, anyway you're there, you know the chop. So looking at how we're living today versus, I mean, even as musicians, you know, because it's a hell of a lot of backbiting in the, I know it's cutthroat, but it ain't supposed to be that cutthroat. How was it back? Like you said, it was more unified then. So what opportunities were just flying all over the place then, innit?
Yeah, man. Where they say, like, back in them days, they know, was fighting on arrival, fighting for survival.
Yeah.
Because we know we was in a strange land. We had a more acknowledgement that different people from different places, different Caribbean islands were here.
Yeah.
Because the reason why you know they were here, because they put all the way in one place, so you can't
miss them.
You can't miss it. You understand? There's only very few people, because in them days you can't go to no bank job. Black people never have no bank account. The bank won't give you no money in them days there. So you have to do partner and do all kind of things.
That's where partner comes from. True.
So you see all of these things now, people may say that, oh, we've moved on and anything, but when you move on now, you're going in the middle of the book. So I think we're living in a time now where people are read from the middle of the book, but the ending that's not the ending, because you can't start in the middle of the book, you have to start from the beginning of the book.
You always have to start from the beginning of the book.
Yeah, because if you don't start from the beginning of the book, lots of things in the middle of the book, you're not going to really know what it is, because it starts from the beginning of the book.
And a lot of people been skipping. They be skipping, trying to get, you know what I mean, missing all the steps, the necessary steps.
Yeah, because you see, because a lot of people, you see, because society and the things what they want, because look, you can't look at anything you want in our life. It's not what you look at. It's what you're taking part in.
That's right.
So taking part in means what you're allowing to come in you, in your yard, in your children's life, in your brother and sister, and your family life, and your friends' life. You know, see that these are the things. You know, see. So them are the things, because all of the emotion, 99 times out of 100 things where people are worried about, never happen anyway.
Nah, yeah, you're damn right about that. True.
It never happen anyway.
You're right about that.
Them just are worry themselves. England is a country where make you get sick very quickly.
Without anything happening to you?
No, you know, no, because it's cold out there, and it's not even a cold country, it's a damp country, damp.
Yes.
Dense.
That's the right thing for saying, damp, you know.
Yeah, man, it's a damp country, man. See, so, you know, what has that got to do with it? Well, what has got to do with it? No,
dampened.
No, yeah, because you see, don't make people tell you about because you're born here and you this. It's not where you're born, it's where you come from. See? And if your parents come to this country and you come from your parents, that's where you come from. Yeah?
Not the country.
Yeah, you understand?
The country has no relevance
in
reality.
So you can say what you want to say about, but I was born here and all them things there. Well, I travel all over England, north, east, west and south. And we do show with Black State and in England, and we have to run off a stage.
Yeah.
Because them throw a buckle and all them things upon we. We have to leave the place.
You know, can I say something though? There's so many artists there's many musicians that have been through those scenarios and wouldn't utter a word of it, bro.
Yeah, man, they will not go a place when a man stone, we are run way out of the place, we have to run and leave the place. Yeah, talk about. We have to run and leave the place. And me I sing, you know, and I see something and I just make up, you know. And you know, and I start throw things after we are not them thing there, see. So like, you know, so we've been through all of them thing there. But it's not we was going through it now because we are look for fame and fortune, you know. We did not do it now because we have to lay down with mark.
That's right.
And something have to start somewhere. So things have to start somewhere. The only other thing I would say where we're up to now because of the way that we're living is that, you know, if we look in the past of certain things, it had a more discipline and establishment and order to it. Because we did have, you know, with Black Echo charts and we did have things in place. Now we're not on the charts again. We used to have reggae awards and all them things back in the day. We used to have Tony Williams and David Radigan and Saturday and Sunday Tony Williams. We used to have all the, we used to have nice places to go for these ceremonies and things like that. But all of these things now is coming away. But it ain't because of the change of the music. See, it's not just the change of the music.
What do you think is?
Well, it's our change to the way we perceive the acceptance, the subservient acceptance of the life that people are live.
Yeah.
Because it's downtrodden, it's suppressing. You know, there's nothing, because you see how them dark weather know where we're in, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I don't join life this.
Naturally.
Because if you go around the world now and you go see where people are living at the sunshine, they're not like this.
It's true.
They're not like this. See, but we have to, so what that means is that we should be, because all right then, what am I saying? This is what I'm saying, that all the other people them of colour who's in this country, see, don't worry when you see them in this country, see the country where them come from, they might go back there and I build it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They going back there and I build it.
That's right.
See? Because they know say that the people them are gonna buy out them place there and they ain't gonna have nowhere to go and them know so them are go dead for hungry in this here place here.
100%.
Because it's a desolate land.
It's only so far you can reach in this place here.
See, but what they show us now and give us the perception, see, of how things are around the world.
Yeah.
They try to do it in a way to make this country look like it's a supreme country.
To everything else.
To everything else outside.
Yeah, this is the bit that I've never understood. Like, all right, look, it was only. Do you know it was only the other day I realised that some of the Remember when they used to put up some of they would have an advert for donations, basically, for the children in Africa, right? And they'll put up the video of these little children with flies flying around them and etc. This video was played out for years, like years. Like every so often, you'll see that same video resurface, but you've been programmed to so many other things. You ain't even praying that's the same person, same children.
Yeah, because and these are the things. Because look, man, the most important thing, no matter where you go in the world, it's not about going around the world, you know. It's no. Because you see, when you know where you're coming from, when you go around the world, you more will know where you're going.
That's right.
Because knowing where you're coming from is not just a place like outside in a land, you know. It's a place inside yourself too. See,
you have to know self.
Yeah, you have to know. Yeah, and you can't. And so that means a lot of people's actions and how people act is because of what they've read or been told, in a school or in a church.
A sort of conditioning.
Yeah, a conditioning teaching.
Yeah.
See, so this is what they apply in their life, and then them get stressed out because when somebody's angry and them thing there, what they have to know is that they're angry at somebody else, what somebody else has done. See, when somebody does something wrong for themselves, then they say, I'm angry with myself. But what they really said is not that they're angry with themselves, they're disappointed.
And that is the correct term.
Yeah, because they never appointed the appointed. So if you're not the appointed, then that means say, yeah, this the thing. You see?
The gems.
Yeah, this it. Yeah, so they must feel that. They must hold that.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah, they must hold that. You know what I mean? See? Yeah, because of the laws of life, you know, because life is our teacher.
That's right.
Yeah, see?
Life lessons every day.
Life will teach our lesson. You know, see, Mike Tyson the other day on a video and sent to a man, yeah, I'm the toughest and this and that. And the man, no one could beat me up. And the man say, yeah, you get beat up long time. He say, who beat me up? He say, life beat you up. Life beat you up.
Because people forget that part.
Yeah, man. Life beat you up.
Life will catch you.
Yeah, because life will beat you up, you know.
Life will catch you and smash you up.
Yeah.
And remind you.
Yeah, so you can be running and saying, no, do what you're doing, say what you're saying, but just say it with the right intention. You know, see.
That's right. And
just do it with a clean heart.
Always.
Yeah, just do it with a clean heart. And this is the thing where we're at today. Today we don't, our communication is poor.
Below poor.
Yeah, our communication is poor because before, you know, like back in the days, you know, if you don't see somebody for a few days, you go check them. Because you say, what I mean, I see killer for a little while, what go on?
Let me go check him.
Yeah, let me go check him. If you go to people's house nowadays and a man knock your door, the first thing people that say, what does he want?
The energy is different.
The energy different.
It's different, Reggie.
Yeah, going in a dappy thing is not good.
Straight away, it's your intentions, man's praying. Straight away. This is madness.
Yeah, man, because you guys are paranoid because you see through them and feed them with steroids and all them things and them food and all kind of thing where them are putting in the water and the vaccination where people are take and all kind of thing. It's send them paranoid, man. If you watch people action, you know, them don't relax again, you know.
Nah, fidgety.
Yeah, they fidgety like a...
move and there's a look on her.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They're paranoid.
I see that in a lot of people's characteristics.
Yeah, they're paranoid. If you see them drive on the road, everything you see about them is paranoid.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that one, you know.
Because England is not a place, because you have to ask yourself the truth. England is not a place where you wake up in the morning and you feel relaxed.
How can you?
As soon as you wake up, man, yeah, it's on the go.
Yeah.
It's on the go.
You fall asleep with your mind still on the go.
And the way the government are deal with things, because All them workers, they want work now. And I talk about they want pay rise. Them post office man, this one, all of them gone on strike and say they want money. Government now give no money for people who them vaccinate already. When them give money to dead people for.
Yeah.
You know much million of people them vaccinate and them know say them soon dead. So what them all give them money for?
That makes perfect sense to
You
put it
think
like
if
that.
me have money I know me murder so much people. You can't call all the rights where you want, you get no money because you're soon dead. Because you're cheaper to pay, because you cost me less money when you're gone. Costing me less.
It's peace. I'm laughing in the background, you know, but it's deep what's being said, you know. It's deep. It's for real. Check what's going on. Check the levels, and you see that what's happening in the world right now is definitely systematically set. These people have set for things to be the way that it is, and it's not a question no more. It's literally so evident. It's in your face. It's in your face. It's in your face. Can't hide. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, that's what them do. And all right. If there was a famine, all right. You see, these are the worst things to come, because what we're not doing is that they're not taking no not look. When there was like any pandemic or anything where people start, like the other day, they run into the supermarkets, they buy out everything.
That's right.
Yeah. But let me tell you something. Black people, we now no shop. The Indian man can't go to the Indian man not even need to go to the shop. He can't go to the warehouse to go get food.
All day long.
See, so while man I talk about shop, no for them gone to warehouse because him now go kill off in race.
That's right.
But we know, we now no place to go.
And all we do is kill off our own.
Yeah, we
don't
just
make no sense.
We just kill off one. But make it all right then. What is it that can make us hate one another
so much?
Yeah, man. And what it is, see, because it's nothing to do with poverty. It's nothing to do with, because poverty is not a material thing for me. Poverty is a person who ain't been shown no vision or given something to excel themselves in.
Out of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And support. See, because it's not there because when we did grow up, we had a community. There ain't no more community.
That's
community
how we know.
done long time. You're
It's
most
just a
probably
word.
you're most probably the last generation where did get a community.
Yeah.
After you like now,
we saw it
done.
take away from it.
Yeah, man, it done after that.
It was our generation that take it.
Because
from
you
us.
could have still got to youth centers and you had places where you could have still meet up and things like that. We know.
There's nowhere.
Right.
Outside my brethren's house.
So what them do now, them just program the youth them with game and all them thing there. See, but what they don't know that they're doing them thing to the youth them because they don't want the youth them. They wanna not just keep us as a minority, but even control our birth. Because when Caribbean people come to this country, they have big families.
That's right.
13 children, 9 children.
Facts.
Yeah, enough big, you know.
Facts.
That's why Caribbean people got the biggest house them in Lewisham, Peckham, Hackney. All of the big house them where you see, man. Most West Indian people get them house there. But with our youths now, they don't want to exceed how it was before. They want to keep us down and suppressed and controlled. So them give them games for go play. Because back in my day, when we have move around with your brethren and thing, you could be moving around for the whole day, but me I go say to you, killer, I'm gone and I see you later because I have a girlfriend up the road. So me and you going to link tomorrow.
Definitely. At some point.
But them youth they nowadays, see. And another thing again is that we gotta know, look, a lot of things that are happening to us, like single parent and these things, these names what we've been given, is deeper than that. What we have to know is this, is that what they did to us back in the days is that there were men who was raping women, and there were men also, because they were slaves. See, because you can't stop a man and a woman from the because it's nature. But what happened, the thing about it now, they would leave them, Because if you're a slave, you can't go tell a woman, say, well, you're going to put you in a house.
You ain't got no power to do none of
I'm going to get a job. And you're go, all right, you're in the youth then. So that trait, there's certain things that we have to break it. We have to look at these things, and we have to find a way now of breaking these things.
These chains.
Yeah, because that's what we're here to do. This is what we have to do. We have to, emancipate ourselves, right? Because when we say mental slavery, it's not mental slavery of just the past, It's the mental slavery of what the past is doing about dealing with us today. It's how that past is dealing with us today, right now.
All intertwined.
Yeah, it's all, yeah. See, so what we have to do, we're here now. We have to break. Yeah, we can't look back and think it's this and it's that. We have to see the cause of it. Because them give you the word and them say the truth, nothing but the truth. But we not say about the truth, because what if things when them say are truth and not true? So it's better you say the root and nothing but the root.
You has to start from the root.
Yeah, because the root you deal with, you're not dealing with no truth. Look how much time they tell you about truth and a lie them at them.
Be a lie. Be a fierce lie too.
Right.
Nairi, big up yourself on the check-in. Natasha, big up yourself on the check-in. Sasha, agreed. Titch, don't know the choppings. Angel, don't know the chop. Yeah, man. Big up for the hats, t-shirts. So yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Big up, Killer P. I mean, you see the good thing about it now, but even moving away from myself and even speaking to that's one of the reasons why I was happy with the time we say come, that we have a talk and things like that, because we always reason and things like that.
For sure.
Because there are a lot of people out there who are doing things as well.
That's right.
And fighting the same battle, because we all face the same thing. See, it's not even no matter about your age, we still have faced the same thing.
Yeah.
Because nothing really kind of change, But like I said, we're 20 years wiser now than we was 20 years before. See, and we still have different things 20 years here now than we had before. Yeah, so it's not that we not have things or whatever. It's just how we're doing things. Because we do, because whether we want to consciously think about it or not, whether we across the Chinese man, whether we across the Indian man, whether we across any other people of color that is not like we know, guess what? We spend money with them, we invest with them, we do everything with them. I send all your picnic and all them thing there with them. Every kind of thing, I just still across them.
So what are you costing them for?
Exactly.
Like they don't play a part.
Exactly.
Everybody plays a part.
See, yeah.
Facts.
See, and because in the life, what this life is about, is that, and we're still not seeing it. What it's about is going back to what I was saying, the man and the woman. Because the Indian man now and the rest of the nation, right? The women, they keep their men. They keep their men. Yeah.
Why do you think that is though?
Because they know that the world is of man and of woman. See it, and then the multiplication of themselves will turn themselves into a nation. But to turn themselves in a nation amongst nations, they have to have something that brings them together, that each and every one is taught.
Okay.
It has to be. See, because they know that divided they fall, together them stand.
That's
and
right.
Divided them a go far. Because look on right now is a man. Is look upon who the prime minister of this country is right now. A minority. But if you look now for them background, the mayor of London is in a seat is a minority, and he is the mayor of London. If you go in all of the shop then, see, it's people of color. That's what I say, because they want to go buy Chinese food, Mexican food, this kind of food, McDonald's food, all kind of food.
Every type of food.
And all kind of food. I'm not saying that people not go buy their food. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that don't bother cost the people them.
And you expect them to cook you food?
Yeah, and I say, them I do this and I do that. Because just look where them I do.
That's right.
Look at what they do. Because when me I grow up, shop from 2 o'clock and 2:30, 3 o'clock, shop closed, every shop closed. And Sunday no shop never open.
Swear.
No shop never open. And if it's a Jewish shop, Saturday and Sabbath, them never walk. No time.
What?
Yeah, no shop.
What year was that? Like, what years?
Them turning in the 70s.
Jeez.
Like in the 70s, right? Yeah, 3 o'clock, all shop lockdown. You can't. Yeah, so if you not buy something, you have to wait till the next day, or you have to go ask somebody for something.
Jeez.
Shop closed. So when the other people them coming out of the country now, see, they stayed for longer hours. They're the ones who brought in the 24 hours thing and all different kind of things.
So that's why we have to respect peeps. That's why we have to respect people, you know, because we don't know what others have done to why we enjoy what we're enjoying today.
Right.
The sacrifices, literally time and effort and everything. So literally, it's that deep.
Yeah, because that's why the man them come. You know, see, and open up the shop them, and then, you know, because you see, and what we don't know, if you look at them countries like China and India and them countries, it's not even so much the population that is over 1 billion people living there. That's not what the threat is. What the threat is that the land are sink because it have flood out.
Facts.
It's flooding out, so them want to find place around the world to live. And what place you think them are going to find? If Africa, and where else them are going to find? The Caribbean.
They've already bought out the Caribbean.
And then
so
we know
smart.
I live in a desolate place. In a England I talk about, yeah man, you have house and them things. They were kind of house. House like what?
No, hold on. Big man thing, cause for we are nothing of central heating, you know.
No.
Because the sun heats up the house.
That's right.
And that's in the daytime, and when it becomes evening, the soil is warm still.
Listen,
the whole place is just...
We're suffering with that. Whether we want to believe it, because we are suffering without the sun.
Of course. You can't survive without it.
Because if anybody got to the Caribbean for a month, you see when they come back, you look different. Mm-hmm. And guess what? You know you look different, because you look different from if you went to Spain or Turkey or Cyprus or Greece. Any of them places there you go. You can go to them places there for a month. But if you go to the Caribbean or you go to Africa for a month, when you come back, you're gonna be looking different.
Feeling different as well.
Feeling different.
No jokes about the spiritual element of that journey
man,
as well.
Spiritual man.
It's a different march still.
Yeah.
Different journey.
Yeah. You know, and things like that. So all we got to say is that, you know, we're beautiful and we must take more pride in ourselves.
As a people, man.
Yeah, regardless, look, what we have to know is that no other race on earth, look, this is the thing what we need to be proud of, is that no other race on earth has undergone, and still we're undergoing what we're undergoing.
That's right.
And still be able to achieve and rise
and smile.
Right, because even the one that we sell way out, you know, and sell with, yeah. But then if you got look, remember, you know, them sell we, but we know what spread the thing around the world.
That's right.
We the same one, because guess what, we was. So when you hear Bob Marley say fighting on arrival, fighting for survival.
The minute we got here, we've been...
Right, and he's talking about our ancestors, the ones them that were taken away, because it's not that they were taken away because they were what they said they were doing bad things. Maybe some of them did, but it wasn't that. It's because they stood up. They weren't having it. See, and we are the children them of who ain't having it. Yeah, we are them kind of children, because we ain't having it neither.
That's right.
See, so, but what we have to do, we still have to break certain things. Like I said before, there's things that we have to break because it's falling down in our families, you know, amongst our people and in our communities. See,
it's not a joke. It's real meds. This is most probably going to be noted as one of the realest reasonings on the podcast so far, because, like I say, big bro, our reasonings are off air is crazy.
Yeah, man.
Like I always feel empowered when I finish a call with you. You get me? And we have hours worth of conversations and reasoning. So, yeah.
Yeah, and another thing, when I say special people, yeah. No.
We just bring this a little closer to you, so them can't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. When I say a special people, so...
You know, I block you off from the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Is that good, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah. When I say a special people now, so what that means is that we can see with our very own eyes that many things that we've been told and shown, it's got nothing to do with us. Yeah? But so why isn't it then in a big world like this? Because the world, when they say special people, you know, we come from a special place. You see, Africa is not a country. Africa is a continent. It's a continent that's bigger than Europe. Europe is like a needle in a haystack in comparison to Africa. So how could European history, that what we know here, which only dates back in Africa have trees and mountains and them things they were out there to all the King Henry and all them people with them I talk about. Them are idiot. I talk about King this and King all them kind of idiot. We have mountains and trees and all them things in Africa we're older than that. Don't worry about people. I talk about legal things on earth longer than that. See, so we have to, so we have to hear the calling.
Yeah.
There's a calling. Garnet Silk, a reggae singer, sang a song, "Hello Mama Africa, how are you?" He said, "I hope you're fine." He said, "Even though we're oceans away, the thoughts of you, you know, is with me. It makes my day." He said, "Memories of you keep flashing through my mind." Yeah. And this is what's special about us.
Facts.
Yeah, because we are, and we can't run away from that feeling. We know that feeling is there in us for real. But when we open our eyes and look at where we are, it's not here.
Yeah. Facts.
But within us, it's there.
Yeah.
See? So,
misplaced.
Yeah, so we got to tap into more of that energy side of ourselves. Mm-hmm. Because the first thing we need to do, we need to raise up our morale and self-esteem. You know, and don't think just because of all of the things that's been portrayed of us, that's who makes us what we are.
No, that's right.
It doesn't, because if you think as a Caribbean, you're gonna go as far back as your slave masters, because you're not going any further. But if you think as an African, to know so that your ancestors were taken from Africa, it doesn't matter which part of Africa them take them from. Them take them from a continent, and that you know. You know, see, yeah, you know, and you don't need nobody to come can tell you, prove it or this and that. You got nothing to prove.
There ain't nothing to prove.
Because Peter Tosh say you could have come from China, anywhere you come from, you're what? You're an African.
Yeah.
Yeah, no matter if you know hear Peter Tosh, you could have come from Russia, you don't care where you come from. If you're a black man, you're an African. Yeah.
Stop dividing yourselves.
Yes.
Stop dividing yourselves.
Right.
Yard man, them English man, them, you know,
right.
Look at man funny because we're born in England.
Right.
There's no divisions. You've got to bridge the gap now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the thing, the bridge back the gap.
Yeah, because look, man, because they know, and when I say they, I'm talking about the establishment of this so-called country. Upon the other day, the little woman on the television, me know her very good. When they were saying when the Queen's Council was asking her, what country do you come from? Take her locks, push it back to read her ID badge and all these kind of things. And the woman had to constantly talk to the woman and say to her, I was born here. And she put her in a position where she didn't know what to say anymore.
Yeah.
Because and then when she asked her, where did your parents come from? And she told her, she said, oh, now we're getting somewhere. See, and that woman, I followed the Queen for 60 years. So where you think changed from 60 years till now?
Nothing. It's just got worse.
Yeah. See, so we have to step up ourselves now, you know, in a different light and be more nicer to one another. What we want so
Wicked to one another.
Yeah, what we want so bad to one another. What for?
I just don't understand who are we trying to impress when we do this stuff.
Well, what it is
what
that,
is there to prove?
Well, what it is that it's see, jealousy. Jealousy is not. It's jealousy because jealousy is not what somebody see that you have. It's not what you have makes people jealous. Jealousy is because they don't want you to have what you have. That's
Facts.
Jealousy.
Facts.
And that's people. That's the concept of their mind. That's where they're at in the life right now. You see, they're jealous, not because of what you have, because you got it already.
You know, confident people are more silent, you know. They're more silent people, you know. You see people that are not confident within their self about their self. They've got everything to prove. To reassure their self that I am this person. But when you're confident because you know who you are and you're aware of self, you become the most silent person in the room more time. And you could be that same alpha male that could turn this whole room upside down, but there's no need to. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's right. Slow to anger.
Slow to anger. You always say that to me.
Yeah, man. Slow to anger. The greatest gift. Because these are gifts.
Yeah.
Discipline and all these things is not things that you learn. These things are gifts, because if you use them, then you will see the power of them.
Facts.
Because they're gifts. You know, they're not just something, you know, it's like some people say you dream. Well, like I've got my own, like I've been able to, with the help of my wife and good people around me, establish my own company where I've got my own record label, my own recording studio, you know, and I've been releasing, you know, many, you know, singles and stuff, and album EPs and stuff like that.
Can I pause you for a second, please? Can I just pause you? Do you know how much, peeps, I just have to say this, do you know how much of the foundation artists, them seeing, that they've got no control of their music. They don't know the business. And 30 years, 40 years into the business, they're still getting skanked and robbed by whoever else. But you've covered all of that.
Yeah, because MCPS, Mechanical Copyright, you know, Society, and then the PRS, Performing Rights Society. Yeah. We no longer have Musicians Union, but you have to register. This is what I'm trying to say to you, that education is not like something because it's for a job. It just gives you a better perspective and overseeing, not standing, overseeing of what you can really do for yourself.
What you can achieve.
But at the same time, what you're doing as well is that you ain't afraid to develop yourself.
And that's key.
Because the reason why you're afraid to develop yourself, because challenges, we were born for challenges. Challenges is what makes our opportunity, that takes the opportunity and brings it into manifestation. Challenges to that. If you have the challenge.
Without the challenge, who are we?
Yeah, don't afraid of no challenge. Because them put this thing here, fear, F-E-A-R, fear, false evidence appearing real. That's what it is.
No. People, the man said, false evidence appearing real. I'm done out here. You see what I'm saying? Every day there's something else to learn in life. And me and my brother reason. We do reason. We reason for hours. Yeah, and that gem never got dropped until just now. Yeah, I swear. What?
Yeah, man, false evidence appearing real. That's fear. Because we have a fear about.
That's deep.
Because you see, I never have a word called disease. There ain't no such word as disease, like in a sense of a sickness. What it is that if you don't operate it mentally, physically, and spiritually with the energy of the universe and this world, you will be at dis-ease with
Facts.
all that you are doing, you're gonna be feeling diseased, not disease.
This is.
Yeah, disease.
So people get sick because of the sick stuff that they keep up after hours and in the darkness.
Right, in them darkness.
This is what they bring to the surface in regards of, you know, what happens in the dark must come to light.
Yeah.
Their sickness is the payback for the heinous stuff that they keep up, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is that, you see, when it says the dis-ease, so what the dis-ease means is that you have a physical, where you can get eczema and all these kind of things, disease, and all the other diseases that you can see, but you also got spiritual disease.
Mm-hmm. That's what.
And that is the one where we call dis-ease, because then dis-ease from the spirit. See, so that spirit don't want to live in that body there no more. So that's why you see all them kind of things start grow up on them, and them start look ugly like sin. And then, you know, see, yeah. And not even animal want to see them. Nobody don't want to see them.
Nobody don't want to around them.
No, not even cat, dog. Nobody don't want to see them because uglier than sin. So they're scary.
Man say about them uglier than sin, you know. They call them scary.
Yeah. Because them face, yeah, because, you know, if you twist up and, you know, twist up face.
You're not approachable. Nothing's approachable about your spirit. Your spirit is off. Yeah, it's flatline.
Yeah, you're dis-ease. Yeah, because that is at a dis-ease.
That's right. Yeah, big man thing. I rate that one. I rate that angle still. Fair boy.
You know what I mean? And things like that. And we owe it to the children as well. Because it's not about the children, what they're learning in the school. They're learning more from looking at us than they might learn from the school.
Facts.
See? So don't banana make no nice and say, look how them a do this and look how them a do that. Look at where we are though. Because of that them a follow. That's what they're following. See, whether them see it on the TV, whether they see it in the newspaper, magazine, don't care where they see it, but they're seeing it. And when I say us, I'm talking about adults, us.
Yeah, big people too.
Yeah, adults, us. See,
Deep.
we're the one who's doing all of these things. So this is it's you know, and everybody knows it's a dis-ease. It's not good. It's terrible.
Divine says disconnected from the Most High. Most of them. Spiritually, for sure. Tasha says, love that. Facts, boom. Alright, boom, bang. Illusions. Nah, man, another joke thing. I really serious, mates. We are well right now. Yeah, most people, do you know what? I want to big up the people that's on live with us right this second, because you know what? You could be doing anything. You could be watching football. You could be doing anything else. You know what I mean? But you're on the live right now, on the reasoning with we. And we appreciate love that. And big up my sister Nairi anyway there, because you don't know how you teach me for say appreciate love, because we can't appreciate hate. So much good things and we appreciate it. No, you have to appreciate love that. Yeah man, learn from that. Yeah, big man thing. No, that big bro. The man said fair. Do you know fair still stuck in my head right now?
Yeah, because that's what it is. Because look,
It's crazy, bro.
look, we're not thinking about. You see, look, the things that we're not thinking about is we have to go back because of what's been done to us. We're not going back to learn from nobody who we are, because it's in us already.
Who we are. That's right.
Right? What we have to do is bring it more to the forefront of ourselves. That's what we need to do, you know, because look, we ain't got no scientists, no labs. These people can't tell with anything. We can't even say to ourselves, we have doctors or we have people where we have labs.
Yeah.
Then we go test it for ourselves.
And see we get the same result.
And go see really what's going on. Yeah, but the other nations, they got all that.
That's true.
They got all that because they send their people to be all these things. See?
True.
And if you're gonna keep on telling yourself that, you know, you can't be this and you can't be that and you can't do this and you can't do that. You got to ask yourself, why are you telling yourself these things? And when you find out what you're telling yourself, and if you find out any answers, you need to start to address them.
Facts.
You need to start to address them, because we're leaving too much things that's carrying on, and the things that's going on. What's happening is that we're not trying to nip things in the bud.
That's right.
Right. All we do is just come back to the table at the same spot. Yeah, adding, just adding on to the last thing what happened.
Yeah, adding.
We're not doing anything else. You know.
Get that buckle there. Side a bit, brother.
But
adding to creating toxic scenarios for ourselves and consistently adding to that toxic scenario in every possible way. And you think there's a great outcome for that? There's never going to be a great outcome. There's always going to be some sad story. And somebody now got to be happy with themselves when they wake up. So that's something they got.
That's right. That's right. And you know, I mean, I know there's a lot of things happening out there, and things like that. But I think that one of the next things that I think that's really not doing good for us is our vocabulary towards one another.
The way we speak, the way we approach, the way we deal with each other.
Because
crazy.
You know, because you see all this thing like dog, calling people dog, and all them kind of names.
Yeah, dog, you can't call man dog, you know, call man can't. Yeah, man, sorts of thing like dog, you know, dog.
You know what I mean? All these things, and the way we speak to our women.
Yes.
See,
like pork.
And them thing that, and
disrespect.
And even some of the women there where that you might see carrying themselves a certain way, and they're thinking, all of them people, that this is all damage. This is all, this ain't no superstar thing, you know, see, or anything that glitter thing. There's nothing glitter about it. It's all dull.
100%.
And it's shameful.
They think it looks fashionable, but it's because they never take a moment to look from the outside and look in at how they're conducting themselves to how they're being perceived by outsiders.
Yeah, but because that's what I said, because of the low self-esteem, because they believe to themselves that they have to, you know, get themselves into some kind of viable position to show other people that they've done well for themselves. But guess what? You can't do well for yourself, but you can do well with others.
Can you tell Dell that, please? Hey, what's wrong with you, Donna? Good evening. Miss Sinclair, good evening.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm going to repeat that again. I say, you can't do well for yourself, but you can do well with others.
That's right.
Yeah.
Facts.
So this is why I said that there's lots of things we have to break.
Break the cycle.
Yeah, we have to break the cycle. We all have a responsibility to talk. And so when I was going back to vocabulary, this is the kind of vocabulary I'm talking about. Vocabulary of empowerment and strength. More than the loose talk. Yeah. Than them kind of loose talk.
We're engrossed in this loose talk kind of culture.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, because look, if you go in the in any charts currently today, whether it's Apple, Spotify, Amazon chart, you know, you go to any charts, and I guarantee you that the first top 10 songs in that chart is all about sex, violence, and money.
Disrespecting woman, them.
Yeah, sex, violence, and money. All the top 10 music in the charts. That's all it is. And you hear the children them singing it in the house all the while and rocking away to it innocently. See, setting up the psychological feeding their senseless mind with folly. Nothing to empower them, nothing to make them become tomorrow's
greats.
Yeah.
No, because them alone for great. Them not want nobody else greater than them. This is the problem. Doing things for oneself and not seeing that same the same greatness that you see for yourself, why don't you want to see that for others? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like those that have struggled amongst me, like I guarantee you, like as long as there's a blue sky and concrete and a bit of grass on the floor, I've always wanted those people to succeed and, you know what I mean, be wealthy and live and get on in life. You get me? I've always wanted to see my brothers them go through in life. Never wanted to have something that they can't achieve, or, you know what I mean, I need to get it first, or if I've got it, you can't. That's I don't know where the culture comes.
And there's levels as well that we have to know, because sometimes I hear a lot of people say things that, boy, I've been trying with that person for a long time, I ain't doing any more for them. But when you're doing something for somebody, you shouldn't be telling yourself that you've done so much for them because you didn't see the results of your work. How you don't know that you're just supposed to be, it's not everything you start that you for finish it, you know.
Facts.
See, all you never know say that you was the one for start it and get it moving, and then somebody else will come and finish it off. Where y'all go on, so?
Big facts.
Or y'all behave them way there.
Big facts.
Like you, because you see so that it never got the way or you want it. So it's so because it never got the way you want it is a waste of time now.
That's right.
You can't, these are the little weak things, because you see, true, you take up some little weak words in our head now. Right? If you look at the actions of what you do, that's weak words, not words of empowerment, but words of weakness.
Fully weak.
See, because it's in the nest, you know. Yeah, foolishness. See, so when you break words down, you know.
Yeah.
See, how we said, that's why I'm tell you, say, you see this word called skill. We always say skillful living.
What I go for the internet, yeah. Skillful living.
Yeah, we say skillful living, not good living, because guess why it's skillful living now? Because if you spell the word skill, S-K-I-L-L, see, you better live skill, because if you take off the S, you're going to kill.
That's right.
And if you take off the K, you're going to end up ill.
Facts.
So don't take off the S, because the S stands for the strength. Keep the strength, so you don't have to kill and then get ill.
Safety net, you know. Safety net.
Yeah, so make sure you live that life, the skill.
Yeah, I hear you. People don't like seeing people do good. Sinclair, big up yourself, real talk. Uplifting each other, not putting each other down. Natasha, big up your damn self. You know the choppings already, man. You know that's what we stand for over this side of town still. So it's good to have the like-minded brothers on the same page, showing you that we're of the same mindset and reflection, you get me? Because there's many of us out here, even though we're in different parts of the, you know what I mean, diaspora and that, but it doesn't mean that we are not connected and we are not connecting the dots. You know what I mean? The same way all the negative people out there are connecting the dots and linking up with negative groups of people to do negative things. The same way positive people are linking and doing positive things. And that's what I wanted to put out there real quick, just to balance it up. You see me coming on enough, I want no bad people over that side there, no. Just know say I want to have good people over that side there too.
Yeah, but the good and the bad.
That's right.
See, our cars.
That's right.
I'm still have a cars, because look, if you take a plug, you see this plug where you have down there, so.
Yeah.
Right, it's got earth, and it's got positive, and it's got negative.
That's right.
But yet still, they all divided in the plug, and you plug it in. Mm-hmm. But when you plug it in now, without it, we wouldn't have these lights on.
Be in darkness.
Right, yeah, we wouldn't have the heating on. TV
Darkness.
wouldn't be on. The fridge wouldn't be on. Couldn't get a cool drink. You know, see, there's enough things we couldn't do. So if we go beyond and look at what it really is, guys, you see, look, so we are called. So we have to know what bad is, because you see, to me, you know, bad is killing and the shedding of blood, innocent blood. Because why is that way to me? Because it's a killing over things that don't belong to no man. Because no land look, everybody coming out of the world. Or you can come in out of the world as a baby and you talk about your own things. Where you own. The Queen, the other day, the Queen gone, all them people there with money that are supposed to have more money than we. We're still there. They're not. Yeah.
No, that was far. Sorry, but that was not fair, bro. That wasn't fair.
But it's true.
But that wasn't fair. Just the way you done it. It's like,
They're not here.
And we are.
But we're here. See, and the thing about it now, you can save money, but money can't save you.
Facts. No amount of money can save you.
Yeah, it can't save you. You know what I mean? And even the richest man in the world right now couldn't pay to go and get his past back.
No.
And he can't pay for his future. All he can pay for what he's paying for today. And that's what he can pay for. Because tomorrow guaranteed to no one.
Mm-hmm. And last night done past last night already. Yeah. So we don't know where that go.
Yeah, so what am I go draw money and who am I go to and say, you know, so I want to buy back yesterday, you know. How am I go buy it back? With all the money mapping of the world.
And yesterday not sell neither, you know. Yesterday not sell.
There you go. That's right. That was said. You see what I mean? So when you look at the things of the life and look at the way we're living and the things what we're saying to one another and all these kind of things now, see, there's nothing up there, you know, because most of our daily words is wagwan. All you're doing as the family, how's your mother, or your father, or your children.
Everybody good, man. Everybody
and it done. See, but when them man they go meet up in the mosque, or them have their meeting place and them thing, them not go there for they tell you so them go there for prayer. Them go there for prayer, yes, me now say they not go there for prayer. But them know what them are pray for. That's because you have two kind of prayer. You have a prayer where pray so, and then you have a prayer like animal in the jungle, like lion go pray upon something.
Okay.
You know, kind of prayer there. You know, see.
Metaphors again, this man is a king, you know.
You know what I mean? And our thing like is the one where we just have prayer. Yeah. Because look, you can't say that you believe in something that you can't see. Mm-hmm. Because the only time that you never saw in this life, and that's for people who can see I'm speaking about, is when you was a baby. But, you know, if you were blessed that you can see, that means that, you know, for the people them who can't see, they still got their different sensories because even they can see.
That's right. In a different way.
Yeah, because although you know that they can see, because they would tell you that they had a dream. Mm-hmm. And they went to this place and the grass was green and this and that. They would tell you all these things and they were born blind.
Facts.
Right? But yet still they can still see.
I never looked at you like that.
Yeah, but they can still see.
Yeah, but I never looked at you like that. Big bro?
Yeah, but my album, what I'm doing now, right? The keyboard player and look, the tracks what I have now was mixed and mastered by, you know, one of my, you know, great friends, you know, Phil, you know, and he's blind. He was born blind.
Well, man, big up Phil, anywhere you are, Phil. Man has enough respect.
And Andre is blind, and he's the one who's playing all the keyboards and
big
everything.
Up Andre as well. Anywhere you're there, Andre. Yeah. Man has respect, my bro.
So all of these things is things that, you know, I pick up because me I live in a harmony with myself and life.
That's right.
And people. See, because it don't make no sense. Because another thing what they want us to do is to judge one another.
Always.
Yeah, right. But if we think about what we're judging one another for, it's not for things that brings us together or things to make differences. It's only got to things that's made by other people, car, money, whatever it is. That's all it is.
That's all it is. It's basically a price anyway.
Yeah, man.
Sell out your own people and for a price.
See, and then after that, no, because the government now, if for those of us who have children and living in England, do you really think that your child's gonna grow up and you think, say the government are gonna give them a place for live? You stay there and wait for government to give them a place for live.
Them days are done long time now.
Them things they finish.
Done long time.
See, so if you really want, you know, to make a change, see, you can't do it alone. We have to form, we have to support one another in better way. We have to get this thing out of us where Because how is it that we can't trust one another? But we look at all the other people then we trust people we not like we.
Yeah.
We trust people we not do no good for we. And you still trust them. You give your children them to doctor and all them kind of thing there, you trust doctor. You give your bank to the money, you not even know the bank.
Yeah, give your bank to the money.
Yeah.
It's only you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, give the bank to the money.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Check what you do, right? And you trust all of them things there. But you don't trust your own. You know what I mean? If a man have a shop, a black man have a shop, you say it's too expensive. The Indian man is selling it for £1 cheaper. Yeah, because the Indian man have about 20 warehouse.
That's right.
But there's a time when he never did that. And the same man now, he would have a box of planting and he sell cheap for £1, it could have got black.
I'll buy that.
See, he's still selling it to you, you rather it rat.
That's right.
Than give it to you.
That's right.
Yeah, and when you go to the shop, yes boss, hey boss, this and that. And we buy but anything to do with us, what do they buy from us?
Nothing.
If we open a business, do you really think? You think I joke me a talk, but then I want you to go to this. Go to their country and see if you can go open up a shop. Go and open up a shop in them country and find out.
You can't open shops like that.
Yeah, go to them country and see if you can open a shop.
I've had a few friends, I've had a few people go out of bands and open shops or try to open shops in different countries and it's gone totally to the left. Because you see, in certain places it looks like nothing ain't really generically good. Like nothing's generally happening. It just looks like a tourist place and nothing is.
Yeah.
You see, when you step on their toes by even just trying to have a place, that's when you see how many little goon bags just start popping up and telling you stuff. And yeah, if you don't move out, we burn it down. All right, cool.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Usually, they spent a lot of money by that point.
Yeah.
So it's a waste.
So you see, because like I said, that's why I said. It's not about doing it for yourself, because with yourself you've got no strength, you've got no power. No power. Yeah, it's not that. But that's why it's not about doing well for yourself. It's about doing well with others, because that's what making their doing well is happening. See, because they're helping themselves to do well with others, and they want because look, you talk about this is my patch, this is my territory.
So my block.
Yeah, my block and everything. You don't want no shop down on the road. So we are talking about it's your block. And you put paving stone down on the ground.
Was it even there when the workman done that?
All the name of the road was there before you born and before we even come to this country. You talk about you own the block. You can't own nothing.
Nah.
See, but what you can own, see, is to go and get together because you are more clever. You see your designers, right? You're more, because we must break out of this like it's just music and sports that we're good at.
Entertainment.
See, and entertainment, because we're beyond all these things.
Way beyond.
Way beyond. And if we don't start promoting what we are beyond, who are we waiting for to come up? What we think some other nation is going to come and promote it for us? Because they're promoting it for themselves.
It's crazy.
See, because in Europe them have Hollywood, in America and the Asian man have Bollywood.
That's right.
Them create them, and in Africa them have them own. The man have them Nollywood too.
True. So we need to connect.
Yeah.
Connect dots, man.
Yeah.
Otherwise we have to suffer and stuff.
Yeah.
You can't survive without connecting the dots with the people.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. You know what I mean? And another thing, and this mental, and we must address our mental health issues. See, because when they're talking about mental health, I tell you already, say people sick in their spirit, That's why I pray that they be well again, because some of the people, their mental health ain't because of what they never had in this life, See, it's about what was, and it's not even sometimes what was done unto them, but it's like who, because look, when you're a child, and you're growing up, you find something to cling on to or someone to cling on to.
Yeah.
And if that what you find to cling on to leaves you and go, is that you get lost.
Sitting in limbo again.
Yeah, you're in limbo, you're lost. See, and there's a fundamental change as well. See, and this is another thing. So all of that now, you're growing up with all of them mixed feelings inside of you as a kid. And if there's nobody to address it with you, to give you some kind of understanding,
some clarity to what's happening.
to what's happening, and more than clarity, give you reassurance, to reassure you and stuff like that, so that you can see, so you don't have to keep thinking in the one way all the time. You know, you can literally see that the situations can happen, and you know, but because you got, you know, support there and people still reassuring you and all them thing there, you know, then it helps you on the journey because you're just a child. See, some adults, you have to remember that when you're dealing with your children is not an adult.
Facts.
Yeah, you got to go and start thinking that I'm speaking to my child, not to an adult.
Yeah. And more time we try to deal with them like they're big people, brethren. And it's wrong. It is wrong. It's wrong on all levels though, because children want you to be childlike around them rather than adult-like.
That's right.
In their space. You get me?
That's right.
Yeah, you can't really force them up.
That's
you
right.
Can't, look, children are not a volume, because this is what it is. If you can just bring up the volume and turn down the volume, no. When you expose them to certain things, force them to grow prematurely, then you want them to slow down and be a child again and a baby like again. Like, no, go in your room and play with. It's kind of confusing for that child in question, to be fair. You get me?
And here another way where this thing come from, the mental health. My people, hear what I'm going to tell you now. You see this education system,
Talk it to the mic, bro. I want them to hear clean.
This education system has put a serious mental scar, not on just the children, but on the family. Because when mothers and fathers are thinking that their children are not achieving, they want to send them to specialists like speech therapists and all these different kind of people.
That's true. That's true.
To give you, because they've created this disability, these, because you see, like before when me I got, we used to say that man they dance. No, them change the name from that. Because no, it's not dance. It's got special needs.
That's it.
Then find out kind of name. But guess what I go on?
Pretty word.
Yeah, I have to remember, I said that some people were born academic and some people were just born practical.
Facts.
Back in the days, you know, we have a brother named Taylor. Yeah. And we would go to Taylor and say, Taylor, I want a waistcoat and a pants for do a show. He said, come back next week, Tuesday, Jack. 5 o'clock, come check me. I said, Taylor, you're not even measure me. He said, don't worry about that. When I go back, the thing fit me perfect. The man don't take out no tape for measure me. Yeah, everything, waistcoat, everything fit. Chris.
What you name? Taylor?
Taylor, we call
Big
him.
up Taylor. Was that in England?
Yeah, man, in Acne.
Big
yeah,
up
man.
Taylor in Acne, man.
Yeah, man,
nah.
Taylor, man.
I like to hear them kind of, the
See,
reverence there.
Taylor with Chris. And if you tell him where you want the pocket them, or how you want it, if you want it zip at the back, you know, you design it. And he designs it for you. And he doesn't have to take your measurements. So what I'm saying about going back to the education is that they've put an onus on children that they've got to get these grades and that grades. And then when parents are seeing that their children are not exceeding, because some parents themselves, unfortunately, they can't help their children, you know, and because they're not an academic in that way to understand the work, what's taking place and all that. So that's not the point I'm raising either. What the point I'm raising is that they put pressure on the children. So if the children don't attain the qualifications, they make them feel like they failed.
Always.
See, and then, so how does it feel now? So are you trying to say, just because a child, but look at the richest people in the world, like Richard Branson's and a lot of them. They never went to no university or nothing.
True.
You know,
And they still
Steve
made it.
Jobs and all them, man. They look at Walt Disney, the man who owned Walt Disney. If you go and do your research about all them man, them man, they couldn't even read and write. He just had like these pictures in his head, and he used to write out animations and just do things, and him telling me now Walt Disney.
Mad.
You know, see, because it's a gift. So don't be so hard on your children, right? Just because they go to school and you might not think that they're A students and they're this, because let me tell you why. Because no student in my school was A student, but me is a A in our life.
That's right.
And them
And
not
they're
A in
dunce
our
in our
life.
life, real.
Yeah, they not A like me in our life. Them want an A in a paper right down. But you see, A in our life, them not A in our life. Them reach right to X, Y, Z in our life. I mean, no nowhere. Me not even the pan B, me still the pan A.
Me run a background rhythm. You are killing me. You are killing me. Trust me. Only Jack, you know. Only Jack Wilson can you get these kind of deep reasonings where there's no holding back when I reason with Jack, you know. And one thing I respect about Jack is that I can have a full-blown 3-hour reasoning with Jack, and the man don't even swear, you know. I, you know, said more time I can have a 20-minute conversation with the man, and you know, how the thing go. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about knowing how to conduct oneself and how to project. You know what I mean? In public places around the right people, just put your best foot forward all the time, innit? And that's what we do best.
Yeah, man. I mean, like you know, going back to the edge because look at the things that your child is happy with doing. Because whatever they're happy with doing, whether it's drawing, whether it's this, whatever it's that, that's their gift.
That's right.
And you know, and this is why I said this is why we must be more open-minded with things, because then you can tell yourself, well, because look, I got children myself, yeah, and I'm gonna tell you the honest truth, that what really matters to me is they grow up as honest and kind and loving human beings.
Facts.
Anything, see, that comes on top of that is a bonus. Because you see them 3 things what I just mentioned. This is things, look, when you go and do qualifications, you do it, just like driving license, you do it, and once you've done it, you don't have to do it again. But you see those 3 things I just mentioned, you have to do that every day.
Facts.
You have to do that every day till your heart stop beat.
Big up Joni on the check-in. I thought you would have been watching football to tell the gods of the truth. It must be half time, innit? What's half time or something? Hey, Joni, you know your style enough. License.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, because you see, what it is that it's a money-making thing, yeah?
Yeah.
So they gave you something and they said you need a driving license.
Yeah.
But it's not. But what they're doing is that they're lying to your sense.
Yeah.
Because remember, people, we're born with sense. Yeah.
Facts.
You're born with it. Look, you know, people say, oh, some people might have education, but not everybody have common sense. Yeah. That's what they say. Yeah. But let me tell you something. Common sense. You know what common sense mean? Common sense mean that you now make nobody lie to your senses. Because listen to what I know. You see, back in the days now, because we're given this language of deceit.
Yes.
And this language of no empowerment. Sometimes you're there with people, you know, and they say, you know something, I don't like that man, you know, or I don't like that woman. And they would be listening to other people talking about them and say, yeah, because they done this and they done that. And that person hasn't done anything to you. And then people there now will go around hating that person. But as years go on, guess what them get to find out? That nothing never go so. And all the while they don't like the person, and all the while it was a lie. See? So you have to know, said that the word license is, you have to know when people are lie to your sense.
Most people won't even know.
And you won't even know.
Most people don't know.
You see, so these are the kind of things. So they're using words and psychology on us and trying to normalize it. But you're supposed to question everything.
True.
Why you're supposed to question? You have the right to question everything.
I think a lot of us will settle for whatever because you see the way that life is, where something happens, very hard to actually deal with that first thing before something else happens. You're still trying to deal with the first two things. Something else is happening in the background.
Yeah.
Most people don't have the brain space to take on so much.
That's right.
So what they do, they settle with what it is and think, you know what, it's cool. It's like a form of giving up, bro.
Yeah, well, yeah, because you see, because what happens is that because it's done, it's done in a way that people become submissive. Yeah, and subservient and submissive. Yeah,
Crazy.
Because the reason why is because they do it in a way where they don't do anything to make anything become collectively. They do it like throwing something in the middle, as to speak, so that people are always in competition because they do it that there's never enough for all. Right? So if there's 1,000 people, then only I go throw 500, and whoever 500 battle it out and get it. So that consistent. So some people just give up. They just give up because if you look at other areas of the development of life, people that talk about them a superstar and all kind of thing. No superstar, but no, them can't get them children a job in a television. Them can't get them children a job in a radio station.
Facts, you know.
Them can't go get them children a job and all them thing. Them a talk about them a superstar. Which kind of star super them a talk about?
The roller coaster of life.
You see, if we get to the reality, there ain't about no superstar about nothing.
Because you know what, it's funny that you should say that, because that was something that I was gonna ask you earlier. I don't even know why that skipped my mind, but it's funny that you just come back and said it just now, because most people would look at Jack and think, but Jack is a superstar though. Jack is one of the foundation errors that's put in so much work, and he's considered that way. But you don't live your life like that.
No, because superstar thing is not real.
It's an illusion.
It's an illusion. It's the works. It's about works, because it says that singers and players of instruments shall be there, and all my seeds shall be in thee. You know, see, and you have to know, so that as you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, you fear no evil and no guy, because you're walking with the rod of correction. Yeah, don't leave the rod of correction, walk with it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, right, because that's where you come for, that's where you stand for. Because if you not stand for the right and the truth, you're going to fall for the weak and the feeble. You know, see,
true.
You see, when people tell themselves you're humble, people ain't telling you to be humble because it makes you weak, telling you to be humble so you can preserve your strength. So you see, when you strike, because he's a man, you know.
Mighty.
See, yeah, when I strike them, when me strike, you know, me send lightning, brimstone and fire after them.
1 hour.
Yeah, me send, because I live in love with the earth and all the thing, them thing there. Me soon get a tree branch, we just give them one box in them face. Me not even have to hit them, me just take out a tree. You walk past a tree, because you see, this is how far we are away from nature, that even if we discuss nature, it sounds ridiculous, but it's not ridiculous.
Natural.
It's serious things that we have come so far away from. Because if we not come so far away from it, see, I want to take some people, let me go out forest, and I bet we no can name your whole heap a different tree and a different whole heap of everything. You can say, it's a bush, it's a leaf, it's a flower. Yeah, but what the name of it? You know, you like don't know nothing, but you know the name of all of that thing, like the brand name Versace and people name, you know about that. but you don't know no name about places is under the earth. You're not, if me tell you if you point to the south, you must probably point to the north. You not even know where the north and the south and the east and the west we go point. If me tell you west, you go point south. You don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing, yeah? That part sound like Babylon. When the dad's talking to my boy husband.
You don't know nothing, Rasta.
You don't know nothing, right?
Yeah, if we tell them to do all of these things, they don't know.
It's facts though, these are real serious.
Yeah, because we're so far away from
reality.
From nature. And I've been fortunate to travel many places in the world, and I've been to places where and with Killer too. Because you see this man, Killer's had tours, and me and my wife, he's asked us to come, and we've been with him, and I'm telling you,
true talk.
The man treat me and my wife first class. I can't say a word. More than first class. See, him put the way him deal with me like him just, don't even have to go. That's another story. But all I can make you know is we had a great time, because listen to why it was a great time, not because of what we do, but the memories. Because memories live longer than people do.
Trust me, you gotta know that.
Yeah, memories live longer. See, so these are the kind of things then that you see that I'm promoting that we have to get back. See, because look, I want to know something about the woman. Them I want to ask woman a question too.
We have a few of them online tonight, so we show them quick for your answer, especially the one.
Right. I know that our women wears makeup. I know that our women wears different things, their nails and all that. We've been doing these things for thousands and thousands of years. But what I would like to see is that when the women them are wearing it, if they was to go more into our culture, when we were wearing all these nails and the things that we're still wearing today, so we can give it a name, because it has a name. In order for us then, when we present ourselves that way, then the wider world and the wider public will know what we is, what we're of, why we paint ourselves that way, or we do our nails this way, or we wear things this way. Because it's all coming from somewhere. That's what I want the woman them to do. Because then it will show much more ladylike, and it will have substance in it. It will show that there's a substance in it. And that's something what I love the woman them to do, so it can help the boys them have a better perception of who it is that they're seeing, instead of calling them the names that they're calling, but have a better name for call.
That's right. You gotta give them, but still, for real. You have, you know what? If I tell you the guys on the shoot. If the public right now saw me with walking with 5 people, seeing, and the next day I say, right boy, me as a killer be a thief, And it's only because I was walking with a couple man that mostly do thief. You know what with them man there again? So it's about disassociating yourself from that type of slander.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And you have to show that you are different from that.
Yes, man.
In order for us to accept you and respect you.
Yes,
like that.
man.
Otherwise you become just like what we've been seeing all this time, still, to be fair.
Yeah, so because you're beautiful already, my black woman empresses. Yeah, you're beautiful already. Right? Yeah, and because you are the original, not a version. You are the original. Yeah. But what we need to do now is that we can't allow other people to be giving us names of who they see, how we present ourselves. So we need to go and know that our ancestors, when they were doing these things to themselves, see, they were for reasons. It represents things to do with the earth as well. You know what I mean? With the sky, with certain times of seasons of the year, to do with certain places on earth as well. It's got a lot to do. We have to find a substance to put in our presence. So that we don't have people giving us names and all these things.
Well, the big brother don't really wear makeup. But makes sense what you're saying. Big up yourself, Joni, my sister. Be a love, you know. Divine says from when an empress walks, her aura field projects that frequency, King. So yeah, that you're right there. Still, I'm not fight that one either. You know, I'm not fight that one. It reflect your continuance highly, my sister and brothers. I big up yourself now. Anywhere you're there, you know the choppings. You know where you're there. You know the choppings. All right, I say, all right, cool. Facts. Big up yourself, Maddox Angel. You don't know the choppings. Nature, nurture.
Yeah, but because you see, like, look, you know, like Africa, yeah, is the motherland, and the world, right, is Mother Nature, yeah, and so you have Mother Nature, Mother Earth, and Africa, motherland. So everything is made male and female, and it has a substance. But what I'm saying is that it don't matter if you wear makeup. I'm referring to what the man was saying, because when we say empress, you know, right, that's what I said. There's different empress representing different things around the world. Because remember, our mind is programmed in a small European, westernized content. I'm talking about an Africa content. I'm talking about an Africa continent that is bigger than Europe. And you can join America and Canada in there if you want as well, because I include them, and they're still like a needle in a ear stack. See, that's what I'm talking about. So yes, empress, yes, but the substance, we still need the substance because we're here, because every day we're writing our story too.
Yeah, our story.
Yeah, we're writing our story too. You know, see. So that's why, yeah. So that's why I don't have History Month like for 1 month and all them things, because History Month is as long as black people is on the planet. Is that History Month? Is that History Day? You know, see, as far as me concerned. But what I do want to say is that we don't want to just because we can't allow people to continue to name us. Yeah, we can't, because look, there's a lot of, look, you see, the next thing is symbolism. There's a lot of things, if you look at what's going on in the music, film, children's cartoon, children's books, all things what they're trying to hide, because you see, the reason what it is that for the spiritual and the conscious person, they will see these things, but they know that these things can fool the naked eye. You see, yeah, it can fool the naked eye. So what they do, they're using a lot of symbols, you know, and you see them doing a lot of drawings, and you see them putting them in places, but people are not taking any notice of them. But what they're doing is that they're seeing how much people, millions or billions, is doing this one, doing that one, and then that's the way they're able to continue to control and know what kind of next products to bring upon us, and so on and so on, and that's so them have we
some social research they're doing with us basically.
Yeah. Well, we're because that's what we're doing.
Basically,
yeah, because the Queen that's recently gone, yeah, have 52 countries in her position. Yeah. So that means that she take the people them gold, she take them diamond, she take them silver. In Buckingham Palace have a chair, a throne that come from Nigeria. Go check it out. Right? It's the richest throne, right? In one of the richest throne in Africa. It's made out of 24 karat gold, knitted and all them things. Go check it out. And the Queen still have it in a Buckingham Palace. Africa I asked for it long time for go back to Africa. See, so what I'm trying to make is that we have name, everything that we look, and this is another important thing our people know. Not every African was a slave. Yeah, it's just the ones them that got taken. Not every African is a slave, just the ones who got taken. But we may be colonized, but being colonized only means that they're taking away the wealth of your country, of our countries. That's what it means. Doesn't mean we've been enslaved. It just means that they've taken the wealth of our country. That's why there's people them still have their name and them still have their language. It's we the one them who lose the language and lose everything.
Hold on. Okay, I'll sit this one out. I'm a Greek girl. Donna always got the jokes on her. Donna, it's not that deep. It's not that deep, Donna. Yeah? We're talking about everybody still, but what we're trying to say is that our people right now are confused. So what we're talking about is how can we get our way of thinking and our way of dealing with each other, because that's how we started this conversation, Donna. So I know you come in late because I know you're a football head as well. So don't try it. Don't try to style it out like you was here the whole time. So basically, what you're walking into is the last half of the reasoning where we're trying to address the things that we as a people are doing wrong against each other, not against anybody else. Okay, so we need to learn to unify, learn to invest, learn to merge together, learn to build together, learn to stop dragging each other down, learn to find a different type of language so that we can communicate with each other better than yo my dog, my dog. Because dogs are dogs, and most dogs are out there running up and down, and we're not dogs, we're not animals. So this is what we're kind of reasoning about today. Still laugh and joke. You don't know the chopping still, but we have to have serious debates and reasonings as well. You get me, Donna? Just to give you a quick up to date, so you're up to date.
Yeah, but even for Donna, good evening, Donna. Even for Donna, it's even happening to your people as well, because it's just the people. Because when we say our people, our people is not referring to color or where you come from. Our people is relating to being a person, because look, there's a difference between a human and being human.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Most people are just humans, but it's a difference. But so we're talking about your people as well, because it's being done to them, because we see the history as well, what's happening to them, and still it's happening to them, and it's happening to them by the same people them who I'm talking about. The same people who I'm talking about, they're the ones who's doing it as well.
So you can clearly hear there's no biasness on my page, or my brother is not a biased person. We don't talk on the biased way of talking, but when we addressing, we like to address thoroughly to a degree still. So there's no misinterpretations, is what I'm basically trying to say. Yes? Okay. Joni says, talk it, man. Nice realignment. Nairi, only you know. That's the only now you can catch me like that. I'm a maroon empress, born rich with no money. That them better know. Big up yourself, Sasha. I rate that one there. Yeah.
Yes, because you're richer than money.
Come on, man. Money is nothing. What is money?
Yeah, what is money? Money can't replace nothing upon you, my sister. Can't give you back your collar, can't give you your little finger, can't even give you a little toe, can't do nothing. So you're an empress is right. And you see, when we say empress now, yeah, you see, because we not just have empress with looks, we got empresses with leadership.
Yes.
This is what I'm asking my sisters. I'm saying to my sisters, look, if you want me as a man, yeah, to step up as a man, then why you not come talk to me, no man? Because guess what? I want to tell you something, woman. All woman, I want to tell you something. Everything you have in your house, everything you put on your body, everything you do for wash your skin, wash your clothes, everything where you have in your house, see, everything where you have, a man make it and we give it to you.
That's right.
A man make it, and more importantly, guess what? It take a man and a woman for bring you here too. Some man bring you here too. But guess what I go on here now? All I want you to do now is just come and talk these things, so we can say, so me as a man now can say, sister, I want to step up with you, but guess what? If I want to have children with you, I want substance. So if you're an empress from Nairobi, or you're an empress from from Nigeria or wherever you are. Give me some substance that nobody can call my name. So when we speak with authority, and we tell them, say, you see, on this land, in this place, in these square meters and miles, this is what I am and who I am, and this is what I do. This is what I do. Doing. Yeah, the substance. You know what I mean? And what I do, this is how I conduct myself. This is the way it's presented to be done.
That's right.
I have something to say more than somebody say, oh, you know, and then start putting name on things called this, and then don't know what they matter. But even their pronunciation in words, because let me show you how them trick we know. So they know why we forget the real power. Them say words that it's not pronounced it that way. Because if you go talk to your own people, they don't say it in that way.
Yeah.
They say it in a totally different way. And then, so when we're saying that way, it's like we're not really calling on the, you know, it's coming like like light. It's that's me saying light. We say eight. And the man say eight. What is it? Number 8? What kind of 8? Or did you eat or eat? What were you trying to say?
What do you want me
trying to say light. So that's all them trickery because they don't want to give us the full 100 of the thing. They want to get to it diluted. You know, see, diluted thing them are deal with. But we are not no orange in our buckle for dilute.
Can't dilute.
Can't dilute.
Concentrated.
Yeah. Naturally. See, so that's what I'm just saying. So wear your beautiful things, of course, because that's a part of the royal. Because when we look at my empress, them, I need to see that regal, the regal. Yeah, the regal. You know, in Africa, you know, let me tell you something. You see in Africa now, check this now.
The regal.
Africa is the only place. And then, look, in Europe, they got kings of Spain and them have Queen of England and them have this and that. But in Africa, we have kings and queens. We got the balance. We have the balance of kings and queens. We got the balance. See, so those things what you see I'm talking about having a name, right? Because it has to have some kind of substance because we come from a continent. We've got to stop thinking about a country and start to realize it's a continent, not a country.
And you know what? It's funny that you bring it to that because I just saw a comment and I think that this comment fits in. Big up yourself, Rihanna, because I was supposed to hail you up from earlier. But Nairi says, once you're human, open your eyes. Yeah? So Rihanna says, what about the divide between the Africans and the Caribbeans, mainly Jamaicans? What's your take on that though, my big bro? And good question, Rihanna, as well. It's not even a joke.
Well, you see, good evening, Rihanna. Good evening, sister. Now, you have to remember that because Jamaica is colonized, and also lots of parts of Africa has been colonized, so therefore the media, right, what we're listening to is putting these things for us as misguided information. Because the truth of the matter is that if you look at us as people, we have so many similarities. Similarities in our food. We might see that's the beauty of us. Yeah, we all have the same food: yam, dasheen, banana, and we use them and we cook them up for different reasons and do different things. But it's the one food. Yeah. Also, right. You know, if you talk to most people from Jamaica who's ever been to Africa, you will hear people speak very highly of Africa.
That's right.
And if you go to Africa and you speak to people from Africa and they met Caribbean people, they will speak very highly of them too. So
where is this info coming from?
So the propaganda, what they're saying that is on the news, like between the differences, is that what differences can we have when we have more similarities than differences? We have more similarities, and this is why we're saying that we can't be taking news off of the media or things what we hear, or things that were shown as 100% facts, because we're only thinking about it in the contents of country. I'm talking about continent.
Big difference, major difference.
In America, you have like 40 something states, how many states, and if you go all around America, like I've been to many places in America, it's like going to different countries. And but the difference between America and Africa is that Africa is even more vast than that. Yeah, it's even more vast than that. It's such a Africa is such a huge continent that it even goes as far over to the Indian Ocean. That's how far it goes, to even parts of the Indian Ocean. Like me and my wife will be visiting some parts of there shortly. We'll be going over to that side and stuff like that. And I hope to, come back with Killer and show you some things and of what I'm talking about. Because I need my people them to see these things. Like I've been showing Killer a lot of things in Nairobi, Tanzania and Kenya and different places. Yeah.
And you wouldn't even understand how the people that are living like a different quality level of life.
Yeah.
Donna, hold on, Donna. How you see that comment? I thought I deleted it. I didn't want to appear rude when I was joking. I wasn't watching football. I got choked out. I got chucked out the living room. Dow, what you doing? Dow, you're supposed to share that TV, bro. Big up Donna, man. Anyway, you're there.
Yes, Donna, that's good. Yeah, so, because look, I don't want to be because it's easy to point fingers at people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in no position to judge anybody because I don't walk in their shoes.
That's right.
I don't know what they was going through.
True.
But what I do know, and I don't, you see with me, my only better about me is that if I'm better, I want to try to help something else become better. That's the only better. I don't want to be better in no material things over people.
No. I respect that.
Yeah, I only want to be better than I was yesterday. So if me get life tomorrow, I only want to be better than I was today, and do better than I can do tomorrow than I did today.
That's right.
That's all.
That's the realest reverence,
yeah,
right?
Because because when me leave this here earth, me now go nowhere with nothing. Because people will have more things than me, seeing them gone in the ground there before me still are sleeping on my bed.
That's right.
Then I sleep in them bed, them gone in the ground. Me know one day I have to go down in the ground, they get me wrong, but me I try to say the money where them have couldn't save them. Couldn't save them. But guess what me know? My liberty and the things where me I say, them things they saving me, because if you acknowledge the universe and the earth and the world will acknowledge you.
Simple maths. Simple maths. What do you say? We need to reclaim our sovereignty of our birth paper. Big up yourself, Lils. Blessings and protections on travels. Yeah, you don't know divine. Yeah, man, them meds there, that's the meds anyway. My people, you lot might think that, what are these lot talking about? Like, Donna might just come on the live just now like, what the F? What's actually talking about? No, actually, we're just talking on some deep vibes. You get me? And if you're of that vibe, you're going to feel the same vibe. And it's just one of them connections there. You just connect the dots because it's just not rocket science. And I just, them thing there, is it me? Yeah, I wouldn't be where I am today without a good man by my side. Yeah, but he's not by your side. He kicked you out the front room, love. That's what you just told the whole friggin' world, didn't it? He kicked you out the front room. He's watching his footy. You didn't get to see it. Big up yourself, Donna. I'm always picking on Donna still. I love, you know, the choppings. Nah, man, Jack, you're deep. You're a deep character still. Your level of reasoning has the brain cells ticking, big bro. I can't lie.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, before, because you see, another thing as well is that, if you don't pursue the things that speaks, the voice, everybody has a voice that speaks inside of them.
Facts.
And that voice, you have two voices, you know. You have a voice we talk out, and you have a voice we talk within. And the voice we talk within, that's where the real source of everything is. And that's why when things happen to people, they say, oh, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen.
It's true.
Yeah, I knew it. Because why you know it? Because it was started, that feeling started from inside you. That's why you knew it.
Facts.
Now, if you're going to keep living your life outwardly and not in, and don't get the balance of living inwardly, and because you see, look, your outwardly is for the touch, it's for the taste of things, it's for the seeing of things, it's for the hearing of things. But the spiritual side of you has all them attribute things as well.
Standard.
Yeah, it has all of those things as well, because the body is important still.
That's right.
Look, imagine that, you know, we've been on this show speaking for the last few hours, and our heart has been beating for all these years. We never plug it in with no charger. You know, see it, and nothing like that. And we're not even, the only time we think about we're art, if something do it like that, and we jump and we say, oh,
skip our 1 meter or something.
And look how long we are alive. And we start see how just to function the way we function, move the way we move.
It's a blessing, man.
And all them things that it's more than a blessing, it's power.
Of course.
It's real, and it's the existence. It's now. It's now.
Real time.
Yeah, it's real time. You know, because
Lily, good evening.
Yeah, it's real time.
Joni says, love Jack's reasoning. Yeah, man. The most, man. I swear you've held we've held the reasoning before still. Definitely held the reasoning before still. Jack is one of the realest, like I said before, in his generation. He's one of the only ones that I have these kind of deeper conversations where it can just, you know what I mean? It just jumps from topic to, we just reason about everything, man. It doesn't stick on one topic of any sort. You know what I mean? We go around the houses and back, and yeah, it's just all positive still. You know what I mean? Not all positive, because there's a balance to the thing. It is a balance. So, you know, we talk about the bad things, the good things, the ugly things. That, you know what I mean? There's things, life, what we live, our livity, how we want to live better than how we're living today. And, you know what I mean? There's them type of thing there.
Yeah, because it's not to make an improvement, to have a nicer house, drive a nicer car. Those things are all nice as well. There's nothing wrong with having it. But we have to do it. Everything have to be done
with the moderation,
decent and orderly. Yeah, because when things are done decent and orderly, that means that one has thought about things before they've literally done it, which means they were taking others into consideration. Most decisions, what people are making today, they're not taking other people or other circumstances into consideration.
There's no consideration.
So there ain't no consideration until the consequences or the unfortunate thing happen itself.
Yeah.
That's when they come to, and then there's another mess now we have to go find, to go sort out
clean
again.
up.
When if them they just take some time now, some deep breath. That's why you have breath, you know. Because if you feel say your heart are racing, you know, you just tell them say, yeah, go on now, cool down. Because you can't talk to yourself, you know. You know, say if you talk to yourself, people tell you say you're mad, you know. And people that talk to themselves for a long time.
Hundreds of years of doing this.
And now them tell you say you're mad and all kind of thing. You know, see, so they put you at, they're trying to, they put us not just at a division, but an unease. Because people just living in their house, living in four walls, and just try to have what we call a tell, lie, vision. Some people call it TV, some people call it television. Me call it tell, lie, vision.
Because that's all it tells.
See, guys, that's all it tell. Yeah? And that's that them having at the house. So that means that they're not really in contact, physical energy contact.
No.
With the real thing like how me and Killer didn't know. We're right next to one another.
Right beside one another.
See, it's a different energy. Because it's an unseen energy a bounce off of one another.
Yeah.
Phone thing and all them signal thing is good. Because still a communication, we not fight against technology because technology is we and we is technology.
Still.
Because the
evolving.
reason why we use technology because we have it at work for we, not it at work, see, I know we.
It at work
You see,
for
don't make people tell you say that it at work we. Don't make nobody tell you that. We're so intelligent and high frequency that we're above technology. You know what? We can't turn that off. Technology can't turn me off, but we can't turn it off. We can't turn off my phone, my phone can't turn me off.
That's right. But you're living on your phone too long and see if that phone they don't make you turn yourself off.
Oh, there you go.
Because that's the next thing.
Yeah, because you're not near somebody. Because you need, listen, touching, holding, all these things is for our well-being. It's for our well-being, hugs. And all these things are important things. See, because it's a part of our everyday. Look, isn't it so sad that we're living a life today where people have to be coming to say that something is special, where, as far as I'm concerned, it should just be the everyday normal thing. And they say, oh, ain't that nice? Oh, ain't that special? No, it's just supposed to be that way. That's where it's supposed to be. And then they give us all these scenarios about, oh, you can't have a good day every day, didn't it? You have your ups and you have your downs. Well, where with your downs? Me know why your downs.
Ups,
ups, me I go.
Yeah, because the liberty it warrants
ups, yeah, man, because ups goes without end too, you know. Yeah. Because ups have leveling at them too, you know. Ups have leveling at them. You know, see, so downs don't have no leveling at them. Downs is just a stagnant, stopping, one place thing. Ups, it's got different levels. You're climbing. You know, see, you're climbing. Because if you're climbing a mountain, you know, when you reach the middle of the mountain, you're gonna get a different view than when you reach to the top of the mountain, you know. Because at different levels, and it's going to be a different altitude up there than it is in the middle of the mountain.
Different climate as well.
See,
you know the thing, everything change.
Yeah, so we have to use, so our mind can't just be programmed for words and books and pictures. We have to use it more, and computers and anything. We have to use it. It's today to be used with the elements. The elements. You know, the things of the earth, the things that are on the earth. You know what I mean? See, so we can identify because it's not just food alone that we eat help us in the earth, you know. See, the earth's got many other powers to it that's there to help us as well. But some of the things that are in us, unfortunately, we need to be in different places for certain things to ignite.
Trigger off, yeah.
So don't be that person say, I'm supposed to go here and I ain't gone. I'm supposed to do this and I ain't done it. Because that's what you're doing. You're stopping what it is that need to be triggered inside of you to get you to the next stage of your life. Right? That's how I said to you, because how do you expect, look, if you're going to see a change, you have to go through the thing. Because look, when you see a caterpillar, you know, you ever watch a caterpillar change into a butterfly?
Serious
it's a
things.
Different thing. You want to see when a duckling, because duckling is one ugly thing, you know. But you see when it turn in a swan.
Beautiful.
But enough people are move like duckling and are move like caterpillar, like they don't want to reach the butterfly, like they don't want to reach the swan.
Like it's not possible to reach.
Don't make nobody tell you if you're in them kind of position, then know say that you're a swan and a swan is a swan and a butterfly is a butterfly. You know, see it. See, the thing about the duckling and all them kind of thing. Because you know the duckling coming like, you know, one day I went on tour, yeah. With a band, and we was in Spain, and I went to a wine a place, a wine vineyard, a vineyard place. And when we go there now, we take off your shoes and socks, and they got something, you press it down and them thing, and you have to wash your feet and all that before you go there. And I saw the people them, have them barefoot in the barrel, them squash all the grapes them Me say, Lord God, me not drink them the wine there. Me done with wine, me no want that.
We are telling me them up barefoot are stepping
Barefoot, yeah man, barefoot in the
wine.
barrel, yeah, because they're stepping on the grapes and all them things. There's a big barrel, them I make wine and thing, yeah. And then after that now, this barrel now gets tips, and then there's a strainer, right? And the juice, right, it ferments and it goes through the strainer. Lord God, when you're looking at a strainer, people dead skin, people who have can on them foot, all kind of thing gone in that. Gone
Man,
in
drinks
that.
them something, them and I got half license tonight, I buy a buckle.
And guess what I go on? Me definitely didn't say me no want that, yeah? And then, after that now, you go into another room, and then they process it now, and then throw things in it now, and start to liquidize it, you know, and get it a certain way. Anyway, cut a long story short, the last room is a room where I have tablecloth, wine glass, chandelier light in the hanging chandelier light, crystal glass with crystal jug and all them things. And the man said to me, taste it. But in my head, me I think about what I saw. But anyway, they convinced me that I may taste it. When
No, you're not escaping that one. No, Jack, you can't escape that part. Well, all right. Them convinced me.
yeah, they convinced me. Yeah, so me taste it. Yeah. But guess what happened to me now? When me taste it now, yeah, I forgot about the foot and the barrel and the can, and I forgot about it because it tastes so sweet. So guess what I learned out of that? I learned that sometimes you see something, but it's not what you see, it's the end result. It's the end result. Because something that me said that I could have swear to God, I'm telling you, say, I want that, because I will me see. But when me taste it, me forget about everything. But it was the lesson what I had to learn from it, like the duckling that me I tell you in a swan, like the caterpillar turning a butterflies, like them things that me I said to your people. See?
Deep. That deep, brethren.
Yeah.
God. Oh, now I'm still thinking about the dead skin were floating and all them stuff. Brother.
It's all there in the strainer. All of them things in the strainer. Toe corner, toenail, all kind of thing.
Drinking that, man. What kind of convince? You have to explain the convince now.
Well, because when you go into the room now, and it's the setup, yeah, because they got the nice chandelier lights and all them things, and crystal glass, crystal jug, you know, everything pretty. Yeah, nice, pretty table with nice tablecloth with lace. The tablecloth, them got lace in it and all them things, so it's a presentation. But the wine's sweet. It tastes good, so you forget about toenail and all them things there. You forget about it because you know no toenail, no in a way you drink.
Yeah, drink still, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That is mad though.
So it's just a process, you know, and sometimes some of these things are in our lives. Things might seem to be so ugly for us, so messed up for us, you know, so dysfunctional, disorganized. But you must know to yourself, say, it's all leading to something sweet because you know it's a run before good come, you know. You know it's a run, you know. You think good does come out of those joke thing, think good come out, it have to go through a process. So never give in, my brothers and sisters, in all of the things that you do, not care where you see, whether you turn to the left, whether you turn to the right, whether you're looking forward, whether something try to come for you backward, you don't care about that. You know, see, you don't care about that. What you do now, you keep your energy and your focus on the bigger prize because everything is a bigger prize. You just lick them thing there off like water off a duck's back.
Yeah.
You know, see it and keep strutting and keep forwarding and and be consistent.
That's the key word. Consistency.
Yeah.
In everything you do, in anything you want.
Yeah.
If you want to achieve, you gotta be consistency.
Yeah.
If that's not one of your formulas.
Yeah. Because a lot of people want to do bodybuilding and go to the gym, but you're only building up your body, my brothers and sisters, which is a good thing to do. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, please include and build in the mind too.
That's right.
put that in the equation, as well as if you can spend a lot of time building your body because you want it look good, why you don't want to build up your mind for think good too?
Think good, talk good, and project good.
Yeah, why you not do that as well? You know, so those them things them saying to my brothers and sisters them in the world that we're living in right now, you know, see, because like I said, we come a long way. We still got a long way to go, but you know, we are, you know, making progress. But it's just and with many things that we're doing are good. But it's just that we can do it better.
And we need to start really tapping into the better.
Yeah. We need
we're settling with this good.
Yeah.
Good is not good enough.
No, we can do it better. We can't, cause we're doing good, but we can do better.
I respect that. Do you know what? I love the message today still. This reasoning is a powerful reasoning. And I know it's touched. I know people watch it back on the watch back still, and Lord, that man, him no normal still. Him reasoning no normal still, and I'm like, I know enough man and females in the background are gonna be like, wow, I rate the LS still. You know what I mean? But when you say your journey started from like what?
Yeah man,
70s,
yeah man,
70s,
man, yeah man.
Yeah, so from that alone you can tell, you can gauge it from there that it's a madness.
Yeah man, long time, you know, that we journey start, and the thing about it now, it hasn't even started, to be quite honest, because the reason why it started, because it can only start when we all start together. We can't start. What I've been doing is just been collating and collecting life's experience. But the things what we need to do, I ain't started because I can't start alone, because I tell you already, if you want to do well for yourself, you can't do well for yourself, but you can do well with others, not for yourself, but with others.
Too many self-centered people out there.
You know, see,
it's crazy.
See, so put aside your feeling. You know, see, and other kind of things then, because these things is nothing that's empowering, because the strongest food and all them things there, see, we just come in your body, go in your mouth, in your belly, and it come out of your body, and it done with you. But the gift of God, I got nothing to do with your body. You know, see, because it come from your head, which is your heavens, to your waist. So the only use from your waist go down to your foot is for food. But from your head go right down there, so now, see, is your heavens. Because it's what you're thinking of your head carry your foot to where you want to go, you know, where you are walking.
Your foot. Your foot's important.
Yeah. Because Bob Marley said my feet is my only carriage. You know, we upon car.
No bus.
No bus, no train neither.
University of Life, Johnny, you're right. Big up yourself, Divine, you know the ching. Yeah, don't say a word. Listen, this reasoning, I appreciate love the fact that you passed through, my brother.
Yeah, man, give thanks, man.
I personally appreciate love the fact that you passed through, my brother, and drop some gems on the people them, and just all the reasoning with the people them for a few, you know what I mean? Because it might, see, because for some of the elders out there, for them to do something like this, or even have this reasoning kind of publicly on a platform, they see no reason why they would want to do that. Because they, you know what I mean? They in their mind, there's no reason why should I? You know what I mean? Mom, there's no reason for me to do them something there. But there is, I've been an advocate for saying, like, us, my generation and younger, still need guidance from the elders. And as much as we speak like we know what we know, there's still more to learn. And, you know, you've outlived my years already. So there's only so much, there's so much that I can learn from you in your 40 years that I wasn't here. Yeah? There's a lot of experiences that you could talk and I could see. Because when I reason with you, you paint a picture in your reason. You see, I see what you're telling me. I don't just hear it and we reason back and forth. That's how you project. You know what I mean? So a lot of the elders out there that is gonna watch this back is gonna be like, yo, for real, you know, I will it things we know and we just I will it to himself and you need to start rubbing shoulders with the younger generals as well and guide us. That's what we're doing, isn't it?
Yeah, man, because you see, look, because for me, you know, like it's just that I'm just saying to my brothers and sisters that everything that me and you've spoken here tonight, if I could find anything, I'll just open that the things what I'm saying can be words that and things that I've said can be used to bring closures into areas of their life or to signpost them, you know, for things to go and look at and for things and giving them food for thoughts.
That's right.
And things like that. Because like I said, I'm very proud of all my brothers and sisters because we all face the same adversaries and everything. But so it's not that, so what it is that's about the acknowledgement of not what's happened, but what are we going to be doing in the here and now. The here and now. Because whatever's happened, we've overcome it, whether it's left scars on our physical body
traumas,
or
whatever,
within
we're
us,
still here,
we
alive.
still pass it.
Yeah.
So we still have to deal with the here and now.
Facts.
Yeah, because real soldiers don't deal with empathy and sympathy. Real soldiers just know say, that it's a journey and we have to show the wounds, whether it's within or without.
Soldiers though.
Yeah.
Soldiers get taught. We was talking about that as well. What was you saying again? Because that's something that I feel like they should air real quick.
Well, you know, when our people was using the word soldiers, we was using these things because when we got attacked, we needed to defend the things that we know that belongs to us. So that's the only reason why we would use soldier. But the European soldier now, regime, them have a word say left, right, left, right, left, right. Our soldiers, we never taught them kind of taught left, right. So here with to me, you know, so something coming on my spirit and say, what they're saying to those soldiers is all the things that mothers and fathers have brought up their children not to do. Don't kill nobody, don't lie, don't steal. These people are telling them left what is right, which is them upbringing, left that. And then after that, them go out people country and kill the children, kill the mothers, kill the father, kill the grandparents, kill the uncle, and kill everybody because all of the values where them parents did not bring them up what was right. Them going on one army and them tell them for left what was right, left, right, left what is right, left, right. And you bring up the right all the while and now you're gone in a place where them I tell you for left it. And look what them I do around the world, I fight and I kill one and murder everybody.
Look at that.
And we only did have half soldier to defend the things where they want to teeth and we never talk about left and right because we can't left what is right.
When I say some gems, boy, big up to anyone and everyone that appreciates content like this. Press the share button, press the subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that already, please peeps, because it's only going to help to build the community in the right way, you know what I mean? So yeah, my manners and bear respect to everyone that's been on the check-in. It's definitely a great Godcast today. You don't know it's a blessed day. We are blessed people and you know, we like to push out that energy there, you see me? So again, I want to big up Jack for passing Shriek or Jack.
Yeah, thank you, my brother, for having me. Thank you for having me on the show, you know, man. Yeah, appreciate love that still, you know. On a level. Big up every time.
Because you're a proper, you put the work in, man, and I respect it from a father to another father. You know what I mean? From a little brother to a big brother. I rate the steps.
And we give thanks to all the glory go to the Most High and go to all the great people and great people out there, even the ones that where you know who's not in the media. It doesn't matter because you're not in the media or I'm not seeing on the. But guess what? In the host,
wow.
and which is the host of the earth, which is created by higher than those who are in the earth, acknowledge all your works.
That is
so
the facts.
so be proud, and when you're ready to be exalted, you will be exalted.
Facts.
See, because we're not going to run things and rule things. I'm just saying, I hope that some of the things that I'm saying kind of enlighten some of my brothers and sisters. I hope that I've touched in my brothers and sisters in places where they needed to be reignited again. I hope that I've brought back memories to people by some of the things what I've said, that, you know, so they can now, you know, take this forward again, you know, because it's about, because look, remember, I want to leave you with this. You know, we might see planes in the sky, yeah, but before the very first plane flew up in the sky, over 1,000 of them crashed first.
No one wants to remember that bit.
Yeah, 1,000 of them crashed. So that is why keep on constantly pursuing, because all you got to do is get it right once and it's done forever.
You're gone.
See, so my brothers and sisters, thank you for your time. Peace and love. Manners and respect, like it written down. Manners and respect. Big up my brother, seeing Killer P, if he invite me on the show and treat me so good and all them thing there. And you know, if me hope to return another time, you know, when we do some traveling, so we can bring more news and more things to my brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Until such time, seeing out still. Salute.
Hey, we not left them like that, you know, Jack. Play one of you. I'm gonna lift them with a bad tune.
All right.
But people, have a great week, a positive week ahead. If you can't be good, be careful. If you can't be careful, subscribe before you do anything dangerous, yeah? Man has enough respect. Watch that style, yeah. And what me I do over there, Sir Patrick? Ease up. Ease. Me I look off all sort of thing, you know. Jack, we don't know what take place around here. We don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on. But my people are going to leave you with that shot, yeah.
I just can't stop loving you.
Bad shot up, player.
I just can't stop loving you. Yo, it's you that I'm talking to. It's you that I'm talking to. I just can't stop loving you. I just can't stop loving you. I love you more than money. I love you eternally. I love you more than gold and silver. It's you who I'm talking to. I just can't stop loving you. I just can't stop loving you. Yo. And then me take a go America. And then me take a go to Canada. And then me take a to St. Lucia. And then me take a go to Jamaica. And then me carry her go to Africa. Me and the roots and culture. Me take my girl all over the world, the world, the world, the world, the world, the world. It's you, it's you that I'm talking to. I just can't, I just can't stop loving you. I just can't, I just can't stop loving you. I just can't stop loving you. I can't, just can't stop loving you. I just can't stop loving you. I can't, just can't stop